Poor wizard. NG+10. Maybe we should do another wizard run. Unless anybody wants to see something in particular. I would also do a priest run, since our game crashed in the middle of this run. That was unfortunate. Wiz sounds fun? Alright, let's go Wiz. Maybe we'll go priest after Wiz. Wiz is getting kind of scary. His health is so low. Alright. Yeah, our shop is still rolled from the build guide we made. Alright, sweet. So we got our items. Do you make use of the right click wizard ability? I never use it. For some single target situations, I'll use it. But it's kind of rare. It's like maybe 2 or 3 times a run, if that. Alright, make sure we do the right one this time. We played Warlock last night and we made Heartseeker instead of Staff of Autocasting. Whoops. Alright, we're going Evil Infusion, Eruption, Wicked Sickness, Starlit Stinger, and Elemental Bruiser. Change our statues. It's kind of weird to use. Like sometimes you can use it in like some narrow hallways, but yeah, most of the time you can just ignore it. So Wilmer and Cedric. So we get 80 skill power from the statues, and then we get some amount of damage. Let's see, we're at level 10, so we get 50% of the skill cost as damage. So 240, we get an extra 120 on our ability that does 320. It's not bad. So it's doing 440 base. I'm not sure the damage that it adds, if that's hybrid or what kind of damage it adds. Oof, those armor and resist penalties. Oh yeah, this is still for NG+21, 22. So we gotta knock it down to NG+10. Oh, also we need to update our title. So people know we're not doing 21 solo thief anymore. We have beaten that. Okay, title updated. Let's knock it down to NG+10. See how bad our resists are now. Only -60 and -13. That's actually not bad. Wouldn't want to mislead the masses. No, not at all, dude. General Trap, Topple Tower, Safe Corridors. Let's go Plentiful Gifts. We'll go Abundant Shop. I don't feel like we need the monoliths for casters. Beef with wizard abilities. I thought that would have been like a cool mod if someone made it to where like, I'll explain in a second. I'll make sure I do this right. Overseers, Minor Strike, Agile, Dry Springs. That's a little expensive. We could go Lousy. I think go Relentless Threats and be fine. Let's do that. So yeah, like a mod that would make it to where you pick a character, or maybe you're given like a generic character with like generic starter stats for this to work. Doesn't matter. Either the paladin or some starter character, doesn't matter. But anyway, you take one primary attack from one of the classes and that gets applied. You get one of the, what is this, the W ability? For the right click ability, you take one right click ability from one of the classes. You take, you know, one passive 1, one passive 2, or active skill 1 and 2, then passive, 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 until you make this like culmination of a character. That'd be cool. So you could have like a paladin that has the stun passive, but also has smoke bomb from the rogue that has the passive of, I don't know, the ranger roots. That'd be kind of interesting. Or you'd probably go like charge with charge and heal seem pretty hard to replace. Maybe you could have the ranger's bow ability with who has the best R. Ranger bow ability with like the gladiator's ultimate would be kind of cool. And then passives. I don't know what to say for passives. Oh, the mana absorption on a priest. You'd make like some crazy tanky character. Or a wizard with fireball that fires like the thief's knives. Ooh, that'd be cool. You could actually augment it. Alright, let's buy some more, get this run started. We'll think about we'll call it the druid class. NG plus 100, but it takes 9 hours. Hey, not dying is a form of winning. As long as you don't die, you're gonna beat the NG. So we'll just do another one. Have you done a run with the 1 HP penalty from the fountain? I haven't, but I know you can do it. Do you normally do it on like NG0? I know you can just get items that give you base health and that gets around it. You're still going to have a very small amount of health, but you can at least get around it a little bit. Every now and then I think about doing a run, like just for fun, that you don't use the guild bonuses, to see like how hard it would be to do like a new character again. So I feel like before you got your skills, the game was like super hard. Didn't think items would change it. The drink for 0 health regen ignores items. Well, you start with base, like 1 base health. But you can get like the sturdy belt that gives you plus 15 health, and so you'd have at least 16 health. So your base is still 1, but you add to your base. And if you have it attuned, you're getting plus 30. Or if you would start with like a adventurer's garb, so that would give you plus 60. I think that's the highest you can get. Or you could probably like roll a shop and get Adventurer's Garb plus Sturdy Belt and then craft some other item like Boots of the Giant. Give you plus 100. I forgot about Boots of the Giant. So you get like plus 160, 70, 90? 190 from doing that. You won't have any damage, but you'll at least be able to survive. A flat 190 health is like almost as much health as this character has right now. Totally survivable. Yeah, it just depends what NG you're doing. You definitely couldn't do it for like a progression run unless like something crazy happens in this game, which I just don't see. I don't know if I see there being any more big changes to this game, especially like from what people were talking about earlier. The Wisp would be stressful. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends what class you're playing. It feels like the Paladin, you could have way less health and it wouldn't be a big deal. You would still just block everything. Maybe like a Ranger you could get away with it too. You just have to like kind of go slow. So yeah, it would be pretty stressful. We got up our caster statues to 10 today, so I feel a little better. Alright, spellbook. Maybe we should go health. If we get hit, we want to disarm for sure. And yeah, let's go health. Just to make sure. Give us a little more breathing room if we get hit at all. So Preezy, what are you up to, dude? Is anybody off for holidays tomorrow? Leveling my whiz. Nice, what level are you up to? $29 flex. Hey gamer, I'm off. You boy. You were here, you were lurking. Plus 29. Alright, so we precast a bunch of stuff. Oh, and we actually almost took that hit. So that's the time where we use our little fire blast. We're gonna duck behind the rock real quick. We do a fire blast. Hit the guy, duck behind the rock so we don't get hit by the spike. One day. I don't think anyone's gotten Wizard to 29. Maybe they have. I like NG+10. Sounds kind of brutal. The Wizard is super fun early though. He just gets kind of stressful late. You can play a melee character that has 3k life, or you can play this caster that has 300 life. Wizard just doesn't scale well. Yeah, I would agree with that. Also, Nubex, what's up, dude? I was lurking in your stream earlier, but I guess you went AFK for a while? How'd your sorcerer run end up? Yeah, still in res, so I was talking to some people moving out. Oh, I see. Ended up pretty well. Nice. What kind of build are you using? Are you doing like the Elemental Bruiser build? I think you were talking about a primary build yesterday. I don't know if that was you were like thinking about trying it out, or you were actually trying it. Had a painful crash, Act 3, Floor 3. Oh no. That's the worst. Which reminds me about the priest from yesterday. I need to do the priest run. No, I'm still running a skill build. Yeah, I think skills are going to be hard to replace on the casters. Because the more I think about it, like even if the gladiator bonus gets so insane that the primary does good damage, you could just level up your statues more and get more damage, like, as a caster. Our predictions are not good. No. I feel like we were 1 or 2 off. Focus. Yo, Author, what's up, dude? What are we getting here? We're getting some skill power. We're getting some lesser combo Nova, and we'll get some XP. That's fine. I finished the wizard run this morning that we crashed on. Oh right, we were priest and wizard, weren't we? I haven't gone back and completed that run. That was upsetting. But it wasn't like a big deal, it was just kind of lame. Yee! So Arthur, what you been up to today? I was working on videos all morning, so I wasn't sure what people were doing. BRB food time. Oh, we got hit. A flame shield. We're starting to level up our paladin just to have it done. It's really good for getting ores. I haven't had the imp like really hook me up yet. Or I've had him hook me up but not send it back to town, and then vice versa. Kind of busy in real life today. Got to do some runs on Sork, some arenas. Starting to play less often each day. Oh no. I guess the DLC is losing its excitement. I'm still having like a really good time, but yeah, I fear that as well. Never lucky. Dang it. Oh, gotta mark him though. The DLC didn't add much late game. It is big for new players. I would agree with that. Yeah, it really helps the transition. Like if you're a new player and you finish like tower for the first time, you still feel weak, you can like go and do a little bit of pyramid. The statues are huge for late game, but you like kind of just farm them once and go and get a bunch of ore. Kind of feel bored of solos at the moment. Looking forward to playing with peeps. I'd be down for some group runs at some point. Trying to smash out just levels of stuff. It just takes so much time to get to the point where like the game's hard again from before the DLC. Another Markham's 2-piece. Yeah, doing statues is kind of hit a limit of how much they can improve your character. I mean, I guess they improve forever, but I guess the ore that you get from levels, once you hit level 20 statues, nothing gets much greater. Isn't it just completely linear? Whoa. We weren't in combo. We almost died. Statues like Callus and Cedric will only get better in higher NGs as you upgrade them. Yes, but the increase becomes less effective at later NGs. Let's see, when +5 you're at 15 res is amazing, +5 when you're at 100. But it gives you like a percentage of your resist as damage. So when you just continue to get more and more percentage damage, because you get 5% of your resist as whatever damage per statue level. So you eventually start getting like double damage versus resist. I guess the only thing I would see is that it wouldn't be able to keep up, because your HP just gets better and better. But we're just talking about damage, right? Because you require it not to get one shot. Oh, are you talking about the part where you pick up mana crystals? I'm like really confused. Because doesn't it just give you... it's just more damage, right? Each level adds 5% of your resist to skill power. So level 20 you get 100% of your resist as skill power. Level 40 you get 200. Oh, I'm just talking about stats in general. Oh, okay. It just seems like the statues always will be relevant, just if you can stomach grinding the ore to get the next upgrade. Because you get stuck at like NG 130, and your only way to progress is maybe get like 5 more statue levels so you have enough damage to kill something a little faster. Then you're probably not going to grind the like million ore that it's going to take you. Or maybe you will. There's got to be an eventual like point where it just doesn't feel worth it to play the game to get that small of an upgrade. So you can go up 1 more NG level, and then from that NG level maybe you have to have 5 more statue levels. You can do NG plus 40 with statue level 6. I mean, I don't disagree. It's just eventually you're gonna get to the point where you can't do an NG because your statues, you just need more damage or something. Or that's gonna be, if you get like stuck somewhere and you've done all the arena you can possibly do up until that point, you bought all the upgrades and you've bought everything you get for your character, and all your characters are stuck, then the only thing you could upgrade would be farming ore to get more damage. So some character would be able to beat an NG, so you get a little bit more stats, and that would potentially be enough to push it to the next. But the point is that people are pushing towers. So are you basically saying like statues are carrying people? Because I totally agree. If that's what you mean. Statues carry hard. They're carrying me. I like your honesty. There's like, yep, I'm getting carried by these statues, and I do not care. It's great. Statues help, but their level isn't that amazing. A 5-level statue and a level 10 statue aren't much difference, to be honest. If you got it, you got it. Let me think about that. I mean, so you're saying, if you double your levels on your statue, at the same time the game gets harder and harder, are you saying it's going to feel like kind of the same? You go up 20 NG levels and you go 10 more statues. Is it going to feel like it when you were NG 40 with a level 6 if you're NG 80 with a level 12? Because they scale in 2 different rates. So yeah, one's got to scale better than the other. Yeah, I mean, if you're a low-level character and you're one-shotting everything, a one-shot's a one-shot. When you're one-shotting, you don't need more damage, but you'll eventually get to the point where you won't be one-shotting. Then you have to scale up the statues again. Then it will feel better, because you'll one-shot again. I simply haven't played past because I'm bored. That makes sense. I don't think like yeah, I don't think the issue with like pushing NGs would be like once you achieve like a certain amount of skill, I think you'll be able to easily push NGs. You're just gonna get bored before you get like super high. But it should just be like survival becomes the hardest part. Because you'll always have like enough damage if you can get more and more statues. You'll have infinite damage scaling, potentially. But you won't be able to survive. There's no like infinite scaling defensive stuff once you can't beat a certain NG. If you're stuck at an NG, like 200 or something, let's just use some crazy example. You can always get more damage, but you can't get more defense if you've done like all the arena possible and everything. So I think it's going to be an issue, like the highest NG is going to be an issue with defense. I don't think you one-shot on NG 30 without statues. The tier 4 are generally the most game-breaking things with the update. Yeah, the game is definitely out of balance, for sure. Primary builds are like insanely good. Spellcasters still have their place. Their infinite scaling isn't with title bonuses like the primary are with Gladiator. They only get to scale with statues. They can't scale with like Gladiator plus statues like the other builds can, which kind of hurts. So once you get to a certain level in Gladiator NG, you're just wasting time with Cedric. Are you saying like when spellcasters are forced to go primary because primary is going to do more damage? Because like a counter to that could be you can't mechanically kill things well enough. And you'd have to still go skill based, but level your statues instead of scale your damage through the statues instead of through Gladiator. You might use Cedric for res increase. Well, it's not a res increase. Well, I guess it is with the mana pickups, but that's you won't have that versus bosses, so I don't really count it. I just look at it for damage. Because shouldn't bosses be like the big one? Oh, hey, a sub. That's a YouTube sub. Appreciate the YouTube sub. if you're actually in here as can't speak right now. If you're actually in here, appreciate the sub. You might use Cedric for the Rose Increase, but that isn't level based. Yeah, so that one doesn't scale. But you can scale the damage. So maybe your skills could compete with primary versus the gladiator titles. So I think playing like primary wizard is going to be pretty much impossible. Drinks are too good. Yeah, drinks are OP. The new drink meta is like insanely good. I mean, we're kind of at the point where everything's OP, so nothing's OP. Drinks are too good, statues are too good, gladiators too good. Some of the new items are too good. Some of them are still really bad. Top drinks are as follows. I mean, Eruption changed the game. Ding ding. If we really just want it to be painful and unforgiving like before, I mean, I prefer it like it is now. I'd rather the issue be like defense. You die because you just literally can't complete it. Whereas before, it was more like time-based, where it's like, alright, you do 1 damage, and in 6 hours, you'll be able to beat Thunder Snow. That's like super boring to me. So I like this version of the game more. Alright, what we got? Stable casting. Stinger works on our hybrid damage. I may just go with disarming, and also go Curio's box. Get the effective health. Nothing like really speaks to me. Like the Curio's is like the best overall because it gives me armor, resist, technically damage because it gives me skill power, and I get skill power from the resist. Overflowing Physique is a potential 100% damage increase. Yeah. That's Overflowing Physique is pretty good. People complained before about the game being too hard. Now people complain the game being too easy. Yeah, I mean, in some aspects you shouldn't listen to what people want. You should just do whatever your vision of the game is. I would definitely not ignore people, but if you have a vision for a game and they're trying to make the game into something it's not, then it's not really going to be, you're not going to be happy about your game. And then people aren't going to play your game because you're not passionate about it. It's kind of what happened like with WoW. WoW tried to become too mainstream and like incorporate everything into it when it was like a really hard like MMO. Then they made it to where it's really easy. If you have no time, you can still play. They just try to get as many players as they could get. And now the game's like in this weird spot where people like the old game and people like the new game, but people can't agree on what they like. I enjoyed the wide array of choices on what to work on further advance for. Yeah, I like the small incremental advantages as well that this game offers. Because, yeah, you talk about Diablo 3, the only thing to do in Diablo 3 is find a character that can achieve the highest Greater Rift level, then level up your gems with that character, and then hopefully that lets you play higher Greater Rift levels on your other character. Which always kind of sucked. Like PoE and Diablo 2. I like me some PoE. PoE is great. This kind of reminds me of it in a way. It's like PoE Light. You don't really have a ton of options. Like, you have some. It's just, but I think that's an issue with the game's balance more than there being options in the game. So I feel like everything should have like a positive and negative effect, like a drawback. Like, all the drinks have negative effects, but some are just way too good in combination with other things. Like Phonetic Eruption, we went from like all the best builds in the game used, what's it called, Amulet of Vengeance with Incendiary Demise, and now they don't have to use Incendiary Demise, and they don't have to use Amulet of Vengeance. So you get a free like drink pretty much, and you get a free like starting item. And then Bolgarth makes it where you can actually run Phonetic Eruption along with luck. Everything together. You just hit like this critical mass of luck-based crit combo Phonetic Eruption characters. And so like that's really interesting. It's a nice change, but there's no other way to play the game from what I've seen. Depends on the class. I still use it. Well, yeah, all the primary builds still use it because the damage is insane. But you just don't care about Amulet of Vengeance. I think Paladin is 31 primary damage plus 40. Yeah, and then he also gets the, what, 24 from his passive? Or maybe you're including that as the 31. Def is 22. Yeah, primary builds, like, Incendiary Demise is a problem. Because it does more damage than every primary attack in the game. Which, isn't it kind of, like, strange to people that there's no build that does like a majority of physical damage? It's all, every build is just a bunch of magic damage. That feels kind of wrong. Go right boot of speed. Our right foot is so fast. Our left foot, not very fast. But our right foot is really quick. Oh, you're right, but that damage is skill based. I thought the passive added it to your primary, and then it scaled, like it added flat damage to your primary, and then that scaled off the primary damage. I'd have to look at it again. I thought it was a passive that added flat to your primary. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either, so. It adds primary like a wizard's wand. Okay. Does someone have like the exact text of it? Because I know it's a passive skill, and that's usually scaling off passive stuff, but if it's a passive skill that gives flat damage to your primary, not right now, but I'm 100% sure. I don't trust anyone that says they're 100% sure. You gotta at least have some doubt. There's always a chance. It does damage on primary. I just ran Ranger with it. So yeah, I mean, the point is still the same. Incendiary Demise is OP. There should at least be a drink that's comparable, that like lets you run a physical build of some kind, because every build just goes magical. I think it'd be kind of interesting if you could somehow change all the Warlock's damage into hybrid damage, or maybe changes damage from pure magic to pure physical or something. I feel like you can do some interesting things. It scales with AP. Alright. Alright, so it's one of these over here. We can probably just run through this, but alright, we'll run over one for sure. Wait on our flame shield. Yeah, run over two. That's fine. I always think we're weaker than what we are. Incendiary scales with AP because it's just primary and it's a drink. Yeah, exactly. That's like another problem with it. It adds flat damage to your primary. Anything added to your primary is scaled off your attack power. If it like somehow didn't scale with your primary damage, it wouldn't be as bad. Oh, the Muffinator with the Prime. Dude, appreciate the Twitch Prime sub, dude. How you doing, Muff? What you been up to? We're just talking about stuff in the game that's not balanced. Fake Muff. Uh-oh. I heard you got a new vid out. I got 8 new vids? So hopefully people enjoy them. They're the most like cookie cutter NG2 starter possible, but I personally think that's the best for new NG2 people. Doesn't try to use like random statues and roll the shop all crazy like. Just like get these 2 items, get these 3 statues and go. Because yeah, I basically made the builds where they ignore 3 of the statues because you only use them like 1. Guys are really useful for Here's a Hammerwatch. Yeah, I agree. That's pretty much the only reason I'm making guides is none exist. And yeah, I see people all the time in the Discord like asking for what to run on this, that, and the other, and didn't just want to post like, hey, here's all my builds, follow my builds, because I definitely don't think my builds are the best. It's just they work for me. Because I have like kind of a few things I don't want to use on any of my builds. Like I don't want to use Amulet of Vengeance because I think it's not good. I don't want to use Bloodthirst Ring. I don't want to use Crimson Death because I just think all those things are not worth it. I should keep on your YouTube channel so I don't have to type so much. You could do like a chat command. I think you do chat commands in Discord. Make a beginner guide for JJ. I mean, I can do it, but it's going to be like step 1, join multiplayer. Step 2, get carried. Step 3, brag about being high NG levels. That's going to be the starter guide. What do you think? Do I need some more steps? Step 1, boot the monitor. Kappa. That's a Kappa. I can't tell if y'all have like friendly banter or if he actually gets carried. At this point, I don't really care. Last step, uninstall and ask for your refund from Steam. I bought this game and it was automatically completed. I would like a refund. Wouldn't it be easier for all the people that are getting carried to just ask for high-level people's profile? And you just send them your like actual profile files and they would just load in your profile? And then they would have all their characters and they just rename their characters to whatever. He actually gets carried. Why doesn't he just get their files? That's like next level get carried. Just give me your town save file with all of your stuff already unlocked. Then you actually don't have to play the game. They would give all the achievements too. Perfect. You just hand your profile over to someone else and they get all the achievements and they're good to go. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. Pro tips for JJ. I don't know if I want to fight another one, do I? Alright, let's see what we got. I didn't see what popped up. I think it was all this. Good enough for me. Just use mods then already? I mean, yeah. Write a mod that lets you level by hitting a button? Doesn't that exist? Isn't that the like trainer mod or like the whole purpose of it? There's a glitch currently that hasn't been said publicly. The glitch would surpass any kind of boost. Requires 2 players, all I'm saying. I mean, the fountain thing is the first thing that comes to mind. Is it the fountain thing? We'll just say that. I don't want to advertise any bugs, but that's how I have a NG plus 5,000 paladin on my spare profile. I thought you said that was Photoshop. No, it's not the fountain thing. Alright. The fountain thing should probably be fixed though. You can just have your friend get like millions of gold and you have your friend duplicate their profile, they log in with that profile, join your town, deposit all the gold, and then just keep recopying their profile, giving you more and more gold to the fountain. That's probably should be fixed. Nope, I lied. Oh, you lied about Photoshop. Well, just send me your town profile. Also, didn't realize Kelly told you about that, Muffin. Something that takes 2 players that can get high level NGs. So you actually have a paladin that's NG plus 5,000 with no mods. I'll have to think about that one. I know everything. It's weird because 5,000 is so much that, like, even if it was 1 minute runs, it would take you 5,000 minutes. So you're like, there's nothing about running. So you do something and you just straight get it. That's weird. And then your game crashes because overflow. No, not the sick cat. Get out of here with the sick cat. Where's the other cat? There's the other cat. Getting carried in 2K19. Instead of getting carried, getting instant 5K NG level. Oh yes, the B-Weeks Pog emote. Yo, that was scary. I just like ran into those guys. Was not doing any damage. It's not what I'm about. Are we done with levels? Jeez, we're already done with levels. Is that all the cats? I think there's another one. There's like a... Oh yeah. Cat bag. There's probably some more. If anybody watches this on YouTube, they're gonna be super confused what's going on. And that's kind of funny to me. Oh yeah, the cool cat. Why don't you just have a little chat open on your stream for YouTube? No, I just feel like it's distracting. I try to have like as little as possible, like stream stuff. The only reason I have the like sub thing is because we're getting kind of close to having our second like emote. But when that's done, I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, I can do the chat. I know a lot of people do the chat stuff. I also usually announce everything that's said in the chat, so they shouldn't be completely lost anyway. They just can't see things like cat emotes and all that. Yeah, I've like thought about it, but I don't want it to ever obstruct like the vision of the stream. Keys? Oh. How are you gonna hit me with the keys like that? Alright, that's an ace chest. We didn't even get an ace key. Feels bad, man. Not even an ace key. Yo, MJ Lee. What is up? Welcome back. Did you see my flame at a certain someone in the Discord? Ooh, I would have to look again. It's been a little busier today. I haven't seen everything that was said in the Discord. I'm gonna make a meme, be right back. Oh god. Who are we flaming on the Discord? Or should I just go look it up eventually? I want to see this meme. Yeah, you can post links in the chat. Certain someone was flexing pics yesterday of their legit NG runs. Uh-oh. Author knows. Are we back to talking about JJ? I'm confused now. There's people like all the time putting their like legit runs in there. JJ getting bashed. I mean, he just plays the game the way he wants to play the game. Which is not playing the game. I actually don't know the guy at all. It's like a funny meme at this point to me. I'm not like invested in this at all. I've never played with him before, actually. Do we want to do this stupid trap? No, we don't, because it's another ace chest. Let's see, like I'm fine if he's doing it, but him acting like he carried the run and posting every single goddamn hour gets annoying. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's like the whole purpose of getting carried though, right? Is to like tell someone that like you're better than what you are. Because there's no point in like doing that if you're not gonna brag about it. Or am I missing something? What's funny is like all the new players kind of buy into it and they're like, oh my god, what statues, what drinks, what do you use, how are you so good? And then like they just ice all the new players, they don't actually say anything. Happens all the time. Feels bad. Poor new people, they just don't understand. But the new players also don't know that you're everyone in the Discord is getting, like, asking these questions every day, all day. Let's see, let me just share this screeny of a run where I got boosted by NG85 guy and his statues, his level 35 statues in NG50. Yeah, statues carry. Alright, we're just gonna go to this one apparently. Did I keep getting hit by something? Alright. We better just potion at this point. And get out of here. It's like going slow, you take more damage than if you just YOLO through it. Missed an imp? Did I miss the imp? I thought we talked to him. Oh well. Pot up. But kind of like half paying attention to the run, so might have completely missed the imp. Let's see, where was he? First pot. Alright, I guess we lost it. I hate that new trap so much. You can't see, you're confused, you have no mana, you end up having no health. That was spawned like 3 minutes ago. Oh well, I don't need it. I was too busy reading chat. Mind control drink is carrying me 2 at this point, not gonna lie. It's that one trap, I'm like, is this worth like potentially dying for? This like probably subpar item. Oh, we're tapped out. Just gonna assume that the imp wanted to give me experience or like an item. That'll help me sleep at night. Ace key. Did I miss an ace key as well? Man, I am like total autopilot. There's another ace key. We're good. We're good. It's alright, guys. It all blended together. I just didn't see it. I picked up his 2 items. Remember where if you like missed items, it was like actually really bad for your run? I don't even know if I'm gonna like notice a difference. The floors in the Stork Run are massive. Is it expanded floors? I've noticed that like Act 4 is still really big even without expanded floors. Sometimes. It has like a huge range on its size. No, that's the weird thing. Act 4 was hilariously big. Yeah, some Act 4s are just like crazy. No ore over here, but we'll check for imps. In case one's over here, we'll actually talk to him this time. I do remember like hearing the imp spawn and being like, "Oh, I need to go get that," and then I just forgot. I think that was right at the beginning of the trap or something. I can watch it back and see at some point. Did a run for fun today. Started with keyring, large floors, ace key. Got 9 ace keys total and only 3 chests. Actually 2 because one at the end doesn't count. Yeah, it's definitely not bonus chest. We're so close to beating this relentless threat, which is kind of surprising. I just had a run about 15 minutes ago where I got 7 purple items. Whoa. That's crazy. You must have like high rolled ghost chests like pretty often. Are we, yes, we are the 4-piece trickster wizard. With a tower shield. Alright, sure. I thought for a moment I didn't shop at the last shop. I'm like really not paying attention this run. We're just going through the motions. This is definitely not the character to go through the motions on. I feel like every time I try to read chat, I'm gonna instantly die. Which hasn't happened yet. It's way different than like playing a primary build and just like holding down left click. Alright. I have an imp somewhere. Wait, what the heck? Where is he? Ah, there he is. Gave me some ore. It's only like 140 ore, but better than nothing. Oh, we got the, alright, we got the image. Alright, I'm gonna check that after this run. Wait, that's the meme you made, I assume? Syrian Sabatons. Yes, indeed. Alright, we got memes coming up. Can't you still get dupes? You can get dupes, but they're really rare. Yeah, there's like way too many items now. Wait, what? Got confused like instantly. That tripped me out. Alright, let's look at this damage. I think that was like an hour run. It felt like an hour. This run, where's the time? Yeah, 58 minutes. Alright. My internal clock is correct. Damage dealt 95, 10 mil fizz, 84 mil magical. Alright, but that's our NG+11 knocked out. To tune some stuff real quick, see if we have anything worth attuning. Got some HP we can go for. Attack power. Lots of attack power. Might just do the books. Scarab. Stinger's decent damage. We'll eventually get all the primary stuff. Make sure we have all the damage first. Or at least most of it. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go back up and just get effective health. I want to survive. And sure, Wizard Wand. Crit on primary. Sounds good. So that is our Wizard NG+10 run.